We are live. Oh, hey there, everybody. Yeah. We've got 10 watching right now. 10 people. Dang. That is nuts. I barely even started. Oh, no, wait, not 10. Zero. We have zero people watching. Uh, but I'm sure it'll pick up. I don't know if I don't think people watching by cell phone show up as people watching, but we shall see. Just let you know, I had a good day today. Everything went well. Uh, went to two of my local karaoke joints. One had karaoke from 8 to 11, and then it got really dead in that place for about 20 minutes. So the KJ said, you know what? There's barely anybody here. There's only three other people in the rotations besides me. So they decided to close close up early, and then I went to a different karaoke place. That was fun and made $38 there. So that was good. I've got the hiccups. I don't know what I'm gonna do because I don't have a glass of water. But yeah, made $38 tonight. Fears Guy Blogs says, "Hi friends, hi Fears Guy Blogs. How art thou doing today?" All right. Fears Man's seventh cousin. Not the first, not the second, not the third, not the fourth, not the fifth, not the sixth, but the seventh. Yeah, there we go. So, hi friends, says Fears Guy. So yeah, made $38 tonight. Made 20 off of one guy and his girlfriend. And he actually gave me the money before I even did a trick. So I was like, well, with $20, I'll do as much as I can. And I did a lot for him. And then there were two people outside who gave me $3. One person gave me a 10, one person gave me a 5. And it was pretty good and productive night. Yeah, it was fun. And again, it was all at that second karaoke joint that I went to. I mean, it picked up. And, people are usually most generous around the beginning of the month and the end of the month. Sometimes there'll be months where, like, sometimes in the middle, I'll get something. Sounds like you're selling your body for cash. Yeah. Somebody wants my liver. Take it. Yeah. You must be a good singer. You are doing karaoke? Yeah. Yeah. I do magic at karaoke, Fears Guy. Do lots of magic and stuff like that. But I do occasionally sing too. And they had me sing twice tonight, even though I think the karaoke DJ likes my songs. So I'm an okay singer. I wouldn't say I'm bad, and I wouldn't say I'm great. I'd say I'm just like in the middle there. Like for instance, I would give Taylor Swift a 10 as far as singers go, and then I would give probably, let's see, who's a bad singer? Don't really know any bad singers. Who's a bad singer? Well, anyways, I would give myself like a 6.5 on the goodness scale, like 10 being most awesome singer of all time, and 1 being total totally bad singer. So I'd give myself a 6.5. I can carry a tune sometimes. What I usually do is Amish Paradise, and then I do a lot of Flight of the Conchords. I did The Most Beautiful Girl in the Room today, and then I did Business Time, which is another good one that they do. Fierce Guy says, "You are like John Lennon." Yeah, yep. on the John Lennon of the karaoke joint, yeah. So yeah, it was pretty good. Yeah, I'm making that's why I make the medium bucks. So yeah, I just wanted to say hi to everybody. So I have a new rule, and my new rule is this: if I make over $20, I'm going to do a stream that night. So I just got back from the karaoke joint about 3 hours ago, and my mom wanted me to get something from. She wanted me to get some fast food, so I got a burger for her, and I got a burger and a shake for me. Uh, it's a late dinner, I gotta say. Although for actual dinner, I had a house salad with 2 cups of ranch. Not 2 cups. Those like little plastic cups that they're like that big. But yeah, it was pretty good, pretty cool. And I'm just gonna chill out. If anybody has any questions, let me know. If you do not have any questions, do not let me know. And if you are thinking about questions, go ahead and type them in the chat. So yeah, yep. So let me see. Most of the songs tonight, let's see. I did A Girl Like You by Edwyn Collins. Again, Most Beautiful Girl in the Room, Business Time, did that one. I do a song called Candyman, but I pronounce it Randy Man. And people seem to get a kick out of that. And then let's see. I did Amish Paradise by Weird Al Yankovic. Somebody in the Discord was like dissing me, saying, "Oh, Randy compares himself to Weird Al Yankovic. That's like a brawl moment." And I'm like, really? Weird Al is not that famous. I mean, I don't really think that's a brawl moment. I mean, besides the Weird Al Yankovic story and UHF and maybe Spy Hard, can you name one movie that Weird Al Yankovic has been besides those movies? Probably not. He's only been in like 3 movies ever. And I mean, I'm sure he's been in more movies than that, but Weird Al Yankovic, what, you don't think I could top that? You don't think I could at least equal that or beat that? Whatever. Yeah. I might do a Weird Al skit. I actually already did an Amish Paradise video. I think that's somewhere on my the Mayor of Magic or somewhere on the Candyman 2021 thing. If you go back and you look for it, you'll be able to find it. Because I remember part of that song, Amish Paradise, is talking about yard work a little bit. And my mom kept going on and going on about, you didn't cut down the rubber plant. You didn't cut down the rubber plant. I was like, I did. And she didn't believe me. So part of that song, I'm cutting down the rubber plant in front of our house, and I got it on camera. So I totally did cut down the rubber plant. So there you go. And it's in the video, and you can see it. And you can see the proof that I did it. But yeah. So we're at 8:20 right now. So I'm probably going to go until at least 30 minutes. And so if y'all got any questions, let her rip. Exhumed Vision says, "Evening, Randy. Evening, Visions." Hello there, Fears Guy. That's what Vision says. Yep. Visions, I had a good night. $38. $38. And I want to talk a little bit about Velma. Velma got a season 2. I have no freaking clue why. Maybe there's so many people who oh, very nice. Thank you, Visions. I appreciate it. So Velma got a season 2. I do not know how she managed that. I think the only way I can imagine that Velma got her own series was if a lot of people hate watched. And I actually do hate watch Velma. But the jokes in Velma and Velma 2 are basically they're basically what are called jokoids. Now, jokoids is a term invented by the sitcom writer John Voorhees. And John Voorhees, he has this book called The Little Book of Sitcom. It's on Amazon.com right now. You can go check it out if you want to, if you're interested in writing sitcoms. But he said a jokoid is this. A jokoid looks like a joke, sounds like a joke, has the structure of a joke, but it's not actually funny. There's no funniness in it. And Velma is probably an abyss of jokeoids. That's what Velma is. Because there's like, and one of the person commented on my comment, and they said typically what's funny about comedy is when you're making fun of a person, what's really funny is that it isn't true. But I just believe that Mindy Kaling actually hates everybody she's making jokes about. So it's not really a joke. It's just a diss. And yeah, Mindy Kaling hates everybody. So I was like, oh, man, that makes sense. And that is probably true. She makes jokes about everybody. And I don't think she's joking. I think she's being totally serious. She's trying to pass it off as a joke. So there you go. So again, Visions, I don't know if you were here, but I said the new rule for me is if I make over $20, I'm going to stream. So again, I'm going to try to get to 30 minutes. So if you have any questions, let her rip. I saw a bit of Fears' stream. He was talking about like Gothic King Cobra and this Corn guy. Now, is that Corn C-O-R-N or K-O-R-N? Because those are two totally different things. K-O-R-N is a heavy metal group, and C-O-R-N is a delicious vegetable that I love to snack on. So was it K-O-R-N or C-O-R-N? Yeah, he was on stream today. I mean, is it C-O-R-N? Because, I mean, like, I watched about 15 minutes of Fears' stream today because I wanted to see what he was up to and what he was talking about. And the first 15 minutes, he was talking about the streamer called Korn, who was watching a Gothic King Cobra video. I could be completely wrong. I might be totally screwing this up. But I think that's who it was. I'm not really sure what you're referring to. I must have missed it. Now, Exhumed Visions, I'm going to say somebody named Exhumed Visions was talking to Fears in the chat. So I don't know if that was you or somebody with a troll account. I'm gonna watch the whole video after this because a lot of Fears' stuff is really long for me. He does a lot of stuff that he does a lot of streams where it takes like 2 or 3 or 4 hours to do. So and I usually listen to Fears while I'm drawing or while I'm cleaning. So not sure about the corn thing though. LOL. Oh, I know what you're saying now. It was a guy talking about Cobra's girlfriend wanting to sue me. Oh, did he want to sue you? Oh shit. I did not know that. That's nuts. I'm gonna have to watch that over again now. But yeah. Visions, take a look at this shirt. I had this one custom made. It's the Joaquin Phoenix Joker holding a 2 of clubs. And yeah, I had this personally made by Amazon. Yeah, I was selling a shirt with her on it, and she was mad that her titty. Oh, she was mad that her titties were out. All right, yeah. Yep. You got to tell me that story sometimes, Exhibitions. Yeah. Yeah, when I get my Etsy store up, there's going to be no copyrighted stuff. I might do Fears' shirt. I might do his shirt for him, or I might make him a shirt. We'll see. Again, where I was getting my shirts from was a place in the mall where I usually have them done, and I had the front and back done. And the t-shirt place in the mall costs an arm and a leg. Like they were charging me $58 per shirt. And I was like, damn, there's got to be a cheaper alternative. So I went online, I had the image made up. And then I looked on Amazon.com and they said you can get a triple XL shirt for $19.95. So I tried to download the image. The image wouldn't download because the image was 17 megabits. And they said the most they can get The most that they can put up is 15 megabits. So I sent the image back to the guy who made it. I said, "Could you downgrade this 2 bits for me? Like, could you make this 15 megabits?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." He didn't even charge me for it. So I went to Amazon, put in the 15 megabit picture. It worked, and this is it. So I think I'm gonna try to get some more shirts made, and then also that's a great price. I would have charged 23 plus shipping. Yeah, yep, yeah. So Fears was talking about a shirt today. I might, if he watches this, don't tell him, but I might make him that shirt, depending on you know, we'll see. If he's good, he'll get it, but if he's not, I'm just kidding. Yeah. So, what were the last shirts that you made, Exhume Visions? What you got any Bob Marley shirt? Oh, the Scary Fears one. Yeah, I don't know what he means by scary font. I think maybe he means like painterly or like a paintbrush font. I think that's what he means. Excuse me. Sorry. Are you able to check Discord? Because I'll send you the picture. Yeah, yeah. Go ahead. Send me art if you can get in my Discord. Get in there. I don't know how to invite you, but I think you're already in there. Yeah, go ahead and send it to me. I'll check it out. All right. Yeah, go ahead and send it in there. You can send it either on my Discord or you could send it directly to me. I'll be able to look at it either way, I think. So, yeah. See, sometimes, oh, here we go. Let's look at it. Bam, bam, bam. Right there. Boo, oh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, shit. Yeah, I see it now. That is hilarious. And I'll wave to you. There we go. That's pretty funky. She did not care for that. No. I wonder why. Yes. Yeah, that was funny. Yep. I I'm gonna be making some shirts for myself. I and lots of people are saying, Randy, what if that picture is they're saying to me, Randy, the images you get, how do you know they're not from an AI? And I'm like, I don't care if they're from an AI or not, If if they just look good, that's what I care about, you know. I mean, yeah, I could do an AI photo myself, but see the thing with AI, and here's the deal with AI, it doesn't do playing cards. It'll show a card and then it'll have like some warped image of like an A with a W on it, or like, you know, it won't do exact playing cards. And that's what I want. I want exact playing cards. Because a lot of the magic and stuff that I do, uh I use my shirt. Basically what I always do, I typically do this. I always go out with I go out with a t-shirt that has a playing card under it. Or I'm gonna go I do a t-shirt that has a playing card on it, and then I wear a button-up shirt over that, and then I will also wear a track jacket over that. So my big thing that I do is I tell people, okay, I'm going to guess your card 3 times. And if I don't get it right, I'm going to take my shirt off. And they're like, no, please don't. Like, no, you'll like it. It's good. So I guess, is it the 3 of clubs? And they're like, no. I was like, don't worry. I was a Chippendale Rescue Ranger. Is it the ace of clubs? And they're like, no, no, please don't take your shirt off. Like, no, come on, come on. I got a feeling like it's up one or down one or in the middle. And they're like, yeah, it's in the middle. I was like, oh, really? Then I guess your card is the 5 of hearts. I go, oh, no, that wasn't it. Please don't take your shirt off. And then I zip down. I go, zoop, and then burp, and there's the 2 of clubs, which was what their card was. So now I just found out that Amazon will not only do the back, but they will also do the sleeve too. So that'd be a pretty sweet deal if I can get the sleeves and the front and the back done. That'll be a pretty swanky little t-shirt right there. So we're at 2040 right now. We're gonna go to 30 minutes. Unless somebody else wants to come on. Front back sleeves for $20. It's $19.99. I got this for $19.99. I think the back and the sleeves don't cost anything, but since it's $19.99 and not $25 or more, I do think that Amazon charges shipping if it's under $25. Now, I've got Amazon Prime, so if any of my orders are over $25, I get free shipping. So, but there was this set of cards that I absolutely would die to have. They were the E-Team Illusionist cards. And let me tell you something. These cards were freaking nuts. And they were supposed to come 2 months ago. I got a refund on them eventually. But these cards were so sick. They were so cool. They never showed up, though. And they said, well, since it never showed up, we'll refund you your money. But these cards, they had an ace of spades on the back of the tuck box. And I could do a trick just with that. And then they had a king, and one of the circles on the king's little collar had like an ace, or had like a 9 of spades in there. And they had a queen of diamonds who had a circle on her clothes, and on that circle was the 2 of clubs. So I could have done like 27 tricks just with this card deck. I really, really wish that would have came. But again, it's discontinued on illusionist.com, and on Amazon it says there's only 8 decks left, but I did not get it. It was totally late, and eventually, I sent them an email. I was like, hey, I really want this deck. I really want it. But they didn't do anything, so eventually I got the refund. But this card deck, man, I'll tell you, most coveted card deck of all time. Really wanted it. Front backs sleeves for 20. I think. I'll have to check, and I'll check it after this. But yeah, I think it was front sleeves and back for around 20. Again, because it's under 25, I think they had their shipping costs. But yeah. So yeah, I just wanted to say hi, everybody, and see how everybody was doing. Thank you, Exhumed Visions, for coming on. Thank you, Fierce Guy. Thank you, StreamYard, for coming on. StreamYard's a good guy. StreamYard, I don't know if he's a boy or a girl, but StreamYard he's always first in the chat, He's always the first to comment. So give it up for StreamYard, everybody. His icon is a little ducky, a little mallard. A lot of people don't know what a mallard is. A mallard is a duck. So there we go. Yep. So yeah, I'm going to check it out, Exhibitions, and I'm probably going to commission some more drawings from my people on Fiverr. We'll see. It'll be cool. So the next picture I'm going to have is the Heath Ledger Joker holding a card in this hand and holding a card in this hand. So, hopefully they can do that. And yeah. So, and a lot of people don't know there's a secret move that I do. It's not a secret. It's actually not a secret move. It's a linguistic hack that I have that I can make anybody pick whatever I want to. By the way, since Fierce Guy's in the chat, did you check out the new Fierce cartoon? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Very funny. Very funny. They actually made me slim, so kudos to them. Something to look forward to. Some people have commented, "Well, Randy, you're not slim, so what do you make Randall Brownstein slim?" Well, you know, somebody said, I don't remember who. I think it was Kane Ramsey. I think Kane Ramsey said, "The truth is only the truth in this moment." The truth could totally change from here to then. Because, at the moment, I weigh 297 pounds, but that's only the truth in the moment. In the future, I might weigh 180 or I might weigh 500. We don't know. Again, the truth is only the truth in this moment. So, you know, I personally like to draw myself slim because I'm want to motivate myself to get slimmer. But yeah, there you go. Dan Aykroyd is in the chat. Dan Aykroyd says, "Good evening, Randy and friends." All right. I'm assuming it was a good night if this stream is going. Yes, it was, Dan Aykroyd. Good fine evening, Dad. Yeah, you look good. Exhume Visions. Are you really locked in the Fierce basement right now? Yes, this is the Fierce basement. You think that's a window, but that's not a window. I just put some blinds up so it looks like I'm not in his basement. I am in the basement right now. Fierce, you ready? Bring me down a Coke, okay? Would you want a Coke? Yeah, get me a Coke. So yeah, Fierce is gonna bring me a Coke any minute now. It'll be good. And yeah, Dan Aykroyd, today was a good night. Made $38. Again, I didn't know what it is. I think it's because most people get paid around the first of the month, but usually around the beginning of the month and the end of the month is when the major big bucks happen. That's usually what it happens. And Timmy MC says, "Lord Randall." What up, Timmy MC? Ha ha ha, it's just a brick wall. Still no Doritos. No, Dan Aykroyd, I did not get any Doritos. I would like some too, because I've got some restaurant style salsa right here. I'll probably have a quesadilla later on. My mom doesn't like it when I make quesadillas, because it stinks up the whole house. But my uncle taught me how to make legitimate quesadillas. Usually what I do for quesadillas is I stick them in the micro for a minute and that does it. But those are crappy quesadillas. If you want a good, crisp, delicious quesadilla, there's only one way to do it. You got to put it in you got to put some butter in a frying pan, swirl it all around the pan, then get a tortilla, put the shredded sharp cheese on the tortilla, fold it, and then put the tortilla on for about 30 seconds, then flip it, do it for another 30 seconds, and then flip it for 30 seconds, flip it for 30 seconds, and then you will have a legitimate, good, crispy quesadilla. The only problem with that is the cholesterol that stuff makes your cholesterol go sky high. So usually I just micro it, but if I want a delicious quesadilla, I pan fry it. So, and I actually did get jalapenos and salsa. So that's what I usually put in the quesadillas: jalapenos, salsa, and then also if it's nice and crispy, I'll have a little side of sour cream, and that's some good stuff, man. That is some damn good stuff. That sounds quesadonculous. That sounds quesadonculous. Yeah, yep, it is. The bacon sandwich I made for dinner also stunk a house up. That dang grease, you know. something happened to me. Uh, something happened to me about 20 years ago. And after I saw this, I stopped eating KFC for about 15 years. But one day I came home and I smelled something and I was like, Mom, did you get KFC? She's like, No, no, I didn't get KFC. And then I go, Dad, did you get KFC? And she goes, Nope. I was like, I really smell some KFC. I mean, I can't. I started sniffing all around the house. I couldn't find it. And then finally I got to a pan, and the pan had boatloads of grease in it. And I smelled it. I was like, oh my God, I'm not smelling KFC. I'm smelling grease. I was like, and that put me off KFC for about 15 years. It was only in like the last 5 years that I got back liking KFC. I'll tell you something. KFC totally did me dirty last time I went there. So let me tell you about the last two times I went there. The second to last time I went there, I was in I was at the speaker box for like an hour, and in our KFC, there's no way to get out. Like at the McDonald's, like if your order's taking too long, you could just drive out the side. But on the KFC, it's blocked by plants and bushes, so you can't just drive out. I was stuck in that KFC lot in in the driveway to the drive-through. I was stuck in that lot for an hour, and nobody, not once, came over the speakerphone, and I'm like, "What the hell is going on here?" Eventually, the two people in front of me pulled out, and I guess they did the same thing that I did, but I was like, "Screw this, I'm going," and I left. And I didn't go there for a really long time, and I said, "Last time when I was going there, you really shouldn't go to this one, Randy. They put you on the line for like an hour. You shouldn't go to this one." But I ignored my judgment, and my mom was with me, and she says, "Randy, I want some KFC biscuits." And I was like, "Okay, you'll get your biscuit." And I told them like 4 times, "We want uh crispy chicken and a biscuit." We told them that 4 times. Crispy chicken and a biscuit. I want like 3 dark meats, 3 light meats, and mashed potatoes and a biscuit. And we said that like 4 separate times. And then finally, I was pulling out, and my mom looks at the the thing, and she goes, "There's no biscuit in here." And then I also remembered I also ordered a Coke. And I was like, "Damn it! Well, get the receipt, and we'll go back." Look inside the bag, no receipt, no biscuit, no Coke, no receipt. And I'll tell you, I was freaking pissed. So yeah, not going to that KFC ever again. And lots of people tell me, "Oh, Randy, it's not just that KFC; it's all KFCs." So yeah. Uh, Good thing Randy streams so you didn't have to throw it away. Visions, very true, my savory savior. So yeah, 5 people's online right now, so we're past the 30-minute mark. Uh, I'm gonna stay on for 4 more minutes. If anybody has some questions, I'll answer them. But if we do not have any questions by 3:37, or no, 37, we don't have any questions by 37. The question is a cat wolf whistling or a cat wolf? Yeah, yeah. Now, Fears technically did say it right. I know what you're referencing, Timmy MC, but but you seem to have picked it up, Timmy. You got what I was saying. So one time Fears said, there's a cat wolf whistling. And I'm like, Fears, it's not cat wolf. It's is a cat wolf whistling. So, and he said, that's what I said, Randy. And technically, I will admit that is what he said. But yeah, emphasis and pause in all the wrong places. Yeah, yeah. He put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable, is what we like to say. So, yeah. All right, it is 35. I'm going to go to 39, and if anybody has any questions, let her rip. If not, we'll end at 39. Well, LOL, I was thinking that same phrase, Randy. Your fearsisms list inspired me to start my own Chinese men's theater is my favorite I got so far. Let's eat. Let's eat, Grandma, compared to let's eat, Grandma. I think I've got the fearsisms here. I think they're in here somewhere. Let me see if I can find them. I think they're in here somewhere. One of these. I got a lot of these journals. We always go over the fearsisms, but we never go over the Randyisms. And I believe they are in this one right here. We never go over the Randyisms, but we always go over the fearsisms. So let me see if I've got them in here. Yes. All right. So I'll do the Randyisms for you. Now, no. I'm gonna let you go. Yeah, favorite Randyism. Yeah, here's the thing, Dan Aykroyd. I can tell a lot of people get miffed when I say that. Because, Fears says that. My friend Ryan used to say that all the time. My friend Ron used to say that all the time. And they would always get pissed. They would say, okay, Randy, I'm going to let you go. And I'm like, no. I'm going to let you go. And they get pissed at that. I'm like, why do you get pissed at that? I like to flip it on them. And I don't know why. They just get pissed at it. I don't know. So here we go with the Randyisms, because these are jokes that I tell all the time at karaoke when I'm doing my magic. And a lot of these are stuff I do in my stage work. So I'm going to read it off to you. So here's the first Randyism. I'm going to say, I ran out of B12, so I took 12 B1s. Hopefully that works. Now, when I'm doing magic, a lot of people will either say Jesus Christ or oh my God. And then my response to that is, no, I'm not him, but I get that a lot. 3 is, have we met before? And they go, no. And I'm like, then how do you know it was really me? It could be somebody completely different. 4 is, I would say God bless you, but apparently he already did. I always say that Randyism to a large-chested lady. I would say God bless you, but apparently he already did. 5 is, how art thou? That's how I usually greet people. Some people don't get it when I say it, but yeah. 6 is, I'm a trained professional, so if anything goes wrong, it's your fault. 7 is, I'm so glad you shook my hand. Now I can say I was touched by an angel. That's what I do when a hot girl shakes my hand. 8 is, I don't use this anymore because I heard it used in a Barbie movie. But if I told you you had a nice body, would you hold it against me? So this is what I say when I'm meeting 2 people. I go, hello, I'm Randy the Amazing. What's your name? And they'll be like, Kyle. I was like, oh, and hello, what's your name? And she goes, Lisa. Lisa, I'm still amazing. And that gets a big giggle out of them. All right. 10 is, I'm not cheap, but I am free all evening. Now 11 is one that I either say at the end of the set, or I'll say this if somebody says they don't like magic. So I'll go to somebody and be like, hello, how are you? And they go, hi, what do you need? I was like, would you like to see a magic trick? And they're like, no. And then if they do that, I say this. Then for my last trick, I shall disappear. And some people get a big laugh out of that. 12 is, this is what I usually say during karaoke. Drink up, because the more you drink, the better I sound. And this one is another one I like to end with. There are 3 types of people in the world: those who can count and those who cannot. And then I go into this joke. I go, no, there's 2 types of people in the world: those who finish what they start, and I'll see you later. And then I leave. 15 is I do this when I got my magic Sharpie on me. I was like, do me a favor, hold this exploding pen. I mean, not exploding, that would be bad. And 16 is stick it wherever you like. Yes, that is what she said. And then I did it. And she's like, what are you doing? I was like, you gave me consent. She's like, no, he's done. Like, make up your mind. I'm like, what the hell? That one I say really fast, and it gets a lot of chuckles. 17 is I'm trying to lose weight, but it keeps finding me. 18 is, you know what they say, never do the same trick twice. So I'm going to do the same trick with improvisation. 19 is, I do the card tricks, but you bring the magic. 20 is, I just do what magicians do, because entertaining me is entertaining you. 21, if at first you don't succeed, never go skydiving. 22 is, if at first you don't succeed, failure is a good possibility. Then 23, I got this one-liner off of JJ from Free Magic Live. He says, that trick is what I like to call the ex-wife. It looks really good, but it doesn't really do anything. 24 is, that's the first time it didn't happen again. Timmy MCs says, I like the Randyism. Why would I pull out? I'm not some beta male. I might write that one down. 25 is, now you might be saying to yourself, but Randy, you're stopping anywhere you want. Isn't that called cheating? Yes, that is called cheating. 26 is, now you might be saying to yourself, Randy, that's not exactly 20%. To which I would say, I only failed my math class 3 times. Three times. All right, 27 is, do you want to know what I lost at 18? Absolutely nothing, because I'm a very boring person. That's why I learned magic. 28 is, this trick has a happy ending to it. Everybody's happy when it ends. 29 is, this trick is like scope. It's guaranteed to take your breath away. 30 is, if I had 5 cents for every girl I'd met as hot as you are, I'd have 5 cents. 31 is, on a scale of 1 to America, how free are you tonight? 32 is, I'm not a photographer, but I can picture us together. 33 is, I call this fabric boyfriend material. 34 is, has anyone ever told you how beautiful my eyes are? 35 is, you're like a phone charger. I would die without you. 36 is, that's a nice outfit you're almost wearing. 37 is, are you from Tennessee? Because you're only the 10 I see. Now, whenever you do that one, make sure there's nobody else with them. Because if you do that one and they're with a friend or a group of friends, that can be kind of demeaning. So don't say that. Only say that to one person. Don't say that to a group of people, because that'll be weird. Are you Jamaican? Because Jamaican me crazy. 39 is, what do you expect at these prices? Real magic? 40 is, what did the fish say when he swam into concrete? Damn! All right. 41 is, what do you get when you cross a Jehovah's Witness with an atheist? Someone who knocks on your door for no reason. 42 is, knock, knock. Who's there? Butcher. Butcher who? Put your hands together for this next act, everybody. Yeah. 43, and this is the one that I usually wear with my hat. when I usually wear like a little steampunk hat with glitter all over it. A lot of people say I look like Elton John when I wear that hat. So my comeback for that is number 43. I'm not Elton John, but I am still standing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Dan Aykroyd says classic Randyism overload. Yeah. Uh, 44, are you a parking ticket because you have fine written all over you? 45, if you were words on a page, you'd be fine print. 46 is one of my favorites because I wrote this one myself at a poetry jam. And what happened at the poetry jam is that there was this one guy, and he says, what we're going to do is he got on stage and he's got the mic and he says, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start a poem. I'm going to start a sentence and I want everybody to finish the next sentence. So I'll point at you and you tell me the next line. And everybody was like, okay. So the first line of the poem was, Mary had a little lamb. And then he pointed at me and I said, with some rice and some beans. It was delicious. Yeah, that's pretty funny. 47. Now, this is something I like to ask people. I've got several answers to this. I mean, they either say yes or no, and I've got an answer for the yes and an answer for the no. So when I get done doing magic trick, I always ask, are you magic? And they'll either say yes. And if they say yes, I go, can you make my college loans disappear? And they're like, no. And I was like, well, I talked to Chris Angel and he said, Randy, there's only one trick harder than that. And they'd be trying to make the state of Alaska disappear. And I'm like, yeah, good one, Chris, good one. So then I ask them, are you magic? And sometimes they say no. And if they say no, I just say, and I blame you anyways. 49 is, and sometimes I carry a secret deodorant around with me and people ask me, Randy, what's the secret? What's the secret? I was like, do you really want to know? They're like, yeah. And then I pull out the secret deodorant and I go, it's strong enough for a man, but pH balanced for a woman. That's some dark humor there, Randy. Yep. Number 50 is, my name's Randy Brown. I'm a cage fighter from Arizona. I got punched in the stomach and the swelling just never went down. Which one did you think was dark, Exhibition? Which one of those was dark? I don't know which one you're talking about. 51 is, hey everybody, my name's Randy Brown. I'm a comedian, mentalist, and magician. If you don't like my comedy, it's magic. 52 is, can you keep a secret? I go, yeah. I go, so can I. 53 is, now 53, this is another common question I get, is to go, how did you do that? And I always say, with style and finesse. Mary had a little lamb just trying to show her and a little fiercism. Yeah. Good one, Visions. Yeah, Mary had a little lamb with some beans and rice. It was delicious. Yeah, that was everybody was laughing after that one, and I got to admit that was pretty good, pretty funny on my part. 54 is, I don't have a library card, but can I check you out? Now 55, this is a common one. Somebody breaks something, like somebody, like a waiter will trip and a glass breaks, or somebody spills over their drink. I go, this is why we can't have nice things. That's classic. 56 is, have we met before? And they go, no. I'm like, how do you know it was? Oh, no, wait, this is a different one. Have we met before? And I'll usually say this to a girl. Have we met before? And she go, no. I'm like, yes, we have. And she's like, no, we haven't. And I go, no, I think I met you last night in my dreams. Once again, I apologize. Let me see. I don't know why, but these are have circles. So there we go. So those were 56 Randyisms. Good stuff. Now I do have tons of fearsisms written down, but this isn't a fear stream. This is a Randy stream. So there you go. Uh, so yeah, you know what? We're at 49:52, so I'm gonna keep going for 10 minutes. Dan Aykroyd says, "Wonderful performance." I am nowhere near as wonderful as you and Mr. Murray. You and Mr. Murray, man. 57, I'm going to make you a strong, independent single mother. That's hilarious. I'm definitely going to use that dream one as a pickup line. To account for audience laughter, that's a solid 10-minute set. Yeah, yeah. See, I do stand up, and here's the thing about stand up. What I do is I break it down into chunks. So, like, typically, I've got like an opening chunk. I've got like a JW chunk. I've got like a magic chunk. JW is Jehovah's Witness, if you didn't know. So basically, I'll open my set with 3 chunks, 3 jokes. So the first joke will be, "Hi everybody, my name is Randy Brown. I'm a comedian, mental, and magician. And if you don't like my comedy, it's magic." Then the second chunk I go, "And I'm also a cage rider for Phoenix, Arizona. I got punched in the stomach, swelling never just went down." And then what I do for the third bit is I take out a card, and the card has "it" printed on it, but they don't see it. They just see a printed card from the back. So I go, "Excuse me, ma'am, give me a card, any card." And she goes, "9 of spades." I go, "Now, if this was it, would that be crazy?" She's like, "Yeah, that'd be crazy." "If this was it, would that be amazing?" And she's like, "Yeah, that'd be amazing." And then I go, "Well, guess what? I'm a wild and crazy guy," and it has "it" on there. Now, for the Jehovah's Witness jokes, I do Jehovah's Witness jokes. They're tame jokes, but I always say, if you ever want to get rid of a Jehovah's Witness, here's what you do: you go all Hannibal Lecter on them. So they knock on your door. "Excuse me, sir. We were just wondering if you would like to talk about Christ." Like, "Quid pro quo, Clarice. You tell me things, I tell you things. Quid pro quo. Yes or no, Clarice?" And they go, "Oh, we just like to talk to you about the Lamb, our God, Jesus Christ. Tell me about the lambs, Clarice. Tell me about the screaming of the lambs." And they go, "We just want to test you to see if you're a real Christian. A census taker once tried to test me. I ate his liver with some fava beans and a nice Chianti." And then that's how you make Jehovah's Witnesses go away. So that's how you do it. So if you're ever confronted by me or one of us, just go all Hannibal Lecter on them, and there you go. So that's 3 chunks. It's like 3 jokes. And again, you only need like each chunk consists of 3 jokes. And for like a 5-minute set, all you really need is like probably like 14 or 15 jokes. That's all you really need. I mean, if you do 3 jokes and then like 15 jokes total, you're good for 5 minutes. It's not really that hard. It's not really hard at all. I've been on a 3-month dry spell. Don't know what to do. Randy, can you do an Optimus Prime impression? I can't do an Optimus Prime impression, but I can do an impression of Sean Connery in Transformers. Now, Sean's no longer with us, I'm afraid to say, but I'll tell you, I had written him a line, and it was, if he was ever in a Transformers movie, this is what I would have had him say: "Decepticon. What the fuck is a Decepticon?" See, there you go. I'll try Optimus Prime. What's his okay, here we go. "Autobots, roll out." that's probably a "Bumblebee, stop lubricating the man." Yeah. I was a big fan of the Michael Bay Transformers. They were really interesting movies, and the first one I think was the best because it was about something, no sacrifice, no victory. and I I was a big fan of that movie, and I liked. I'm a big fan of Megan Fox. She was cool, and then I was a big fan of the blonde chick from Part Three. Can't remember her name right this second. Rose Huntington Whiteley. She was pretty hot. She was in the third one. And let me tell you, I freaking hate what they did to Rose Huntington Whiteley in Mad Max Fury Road because Rose Huntington Whiteley is quite something beautiful to behold, but she was freaking pregnant for the whole movie, and I was like, that's not how I want to see this woman. That was the big thing about one of the reasons I didn't like Star Wars Revenge of the Sith is, Natalie Portman looked like a blimp the entire movie. I was like, yeah, maybe we could just like set it like after she had the kids or. I mean, nothing against pregnant women. But I don't want to see Rose Huntington Whiteley or Natalie Portman look like a blimp for the entire movie. Like, I don't know. I just wouldn't have done the pregnant thing at all. Very good impression, Randy. Thank you, Timmy MC. I appreciate it. Yeah, and again, and if I were Lucas and I was making Revenge of the Sith, if I absolutely positively had to have Natalie Portman be pregnant, I would have another female character to, compensate for Natalie Portman being pregnant, And yeah, that's just me. I could be completely wrong. I probably am. I don't know what I'm talking about. So there you go. Yep. More like Fattily Portman. But Dan, you know what I'm saying, right? I mean, you had Sigourney Weaver in your movies. It's like Sigourney Weaver, she wasn't pregnant in the first one. And in the second one, she had already been several months after she had the kid. Good move on your part. Yes, why would we want to see them pregnant with another man's baby? What are we, a bunch of cocks? Yeah, what are we? A bunch of cucks? Yeah, yep. Hilarious. Okay, it's 57. We're gonna go till 60. Well, Timmy, you kill me. That is why you are in every episode of Fierce Man. And Dan Aykroyd, we'll slip you in there somehow, some way. You'll be in the Fierce Man cartoon, one of them. Maybe not the next one, but I mean, maybe not this one, but maybe the next one. We'll see. I'll figure out a way. I'll get some. Maybe we'll get the Crystal Skull vodka. Now, Dan Aykroyd, me and Fears were at the mall in the massage chairs, and I think it was Walter White called Fears while we were in the massage chair. And Walter said, "Put me on speakerphone, Fears. I want Randy to hear this too." So I go, "Okay, go ahead." And then Walter was like, "Randy, Fears, I'm not trolling you. And I'm not saying that this to make you angry. And I'm not saying to piss you off. But Fears, you're saying the word wrong. It's not Omninox. It's Onyx." And then I had a lightning bolt struck my head, and I'm like, Fears, you know what? Omninox needs to be a Fears Man villain. And then Walter White Fears was like, well, we should have like the Black Crystal Head Skull Vodka Skull. We should have that be like, the Headless Horseman. I was like, that is a very good idea. So Omninox is a villain. He's coming up. He looks like the Headless Horseman with a Black Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. And that was based on your vodka, Crystal Skull Vodka. It would be an honor. Will there be more mini episodes? Yes, there will be, Quattro. What about a transgender villain? I don't know if yours would be down for that, but yeah, we'll see if we can get a transgender in there. Uh, is it going to be? I don't know. Nope. Omninox sounds like a toy from the 80s or 90s. Yeah, right. Yep. Yeah, the 80s and 90s, man. That was a good little good 2 good decades in a row when the tip top best movies came out. We got Back to the Future, Ghostbusters 1 and 2, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, Mortal Kombat, Terminator, RoboCop, Aliens, Predator, you know, Total Recall, Starship Troopers, man, 80s and 90s. I didn't realize it then, but those were 20 really good years. Dan Aykroyd says peak capitalism. Yeah. Wish I wasn't born in 2007. Oh, yeah. Yeah, dude, you missed a lot, Quattro. I mean, like, the 80s and 90s had a... Well, here's what Quentin Tarantino said, Quattro. He said we were going through the 80s part 2, which is really true, because if you look at everything now, everything's just, like, trying to make it look like it's 80s. Like, there's this movie called Kung Fury, totally 80s lookalikes. You know, so Tarantino said we're going through the 80s part 2. So you get the seconds. Take a drink every time I hear. I don't care if you're black, purple polka dots on your face. Yeah, yeah, that is Fearsism. That's a good one. So I'm going to wrap it up, and I am going to bid thee a fond farewell. I'm going to give a shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to Timmy. Shout out to Quattro. Shout out to Dan. Shout out to Exhumed Visions. Shout out to Fears Guy. Shout out to... I think that may have been it. And yeah, I think that's it. Shout out to StreamYard. He's always our first commenter. And thank you for joining me today in this stream. My name is Randy Brown. I do the card tricks, but you all bring the magic. That's another Randyism. And the other Randyism is I just do what magicians do, because entertaining me is entertaining you. I'll see you later. Peace.